We're pretty spoiled with cars these days because there aren't many models on sale which are truly awful. Some are forgettable and some are compromised, but on the whole, most go about their business in an inoffensive manner. This hasn't always been the case, though. There have been some right stinkers in years gone by. So what are the worst cars ever made? We've got 10 terrible models you'll want to avoid. But first, what do we mean by a bad car? Well, there are a few factors that come into play. A car could be naff to drive, badly built, unreliable, ugly as sin, or just downright dangerous. So before we show you the 10 worst cars in the world, first like the video and then subscribe to my channel. Let's go. 1. Rover City Rover, the final nail in Rover's coffin. The City Rover was a missed opportunity for Rover in the early 2000s. With the company quickly going under, this small hatchback was a joint venture with Indian car maker Tata and was meant to boost slumping sales. It was essentially a Tata Indica with a Rover grille slapped on the front. It was slow, badly made, had sloppy handling, and was plagued with reliability issues. It ended up spelling the death of Rover, and the company went bankrupt in 2005. 2. Triumph TR7, the forgotten sibling. Triumph TR7. The Triumph TR7 had some big shoes to fill when it came along in 1974. Its predecessor, the TR6, was an impossibly handsome sports car. You can imagine people's shock when its replacement took inspiration from a piece of cheese. It wasn't a pretty car. In fact, it's rumored that famous designer Giugiaro mocked the styling when the car was revealed. The questionable looks combined with British Leyland's famously terrible build quality made the TR7 about as desirable as a moldy block of red Leicester. 3. Riva G-Wiz, a famously bad electric car. Riva G-Wiz. Electric cars have come a long way since the G-Wiz first hit the streets, and it's a good job, too. It was so small and flimsy, it's actually classed as a quadricycle rather than a car, and therefore it didn't have to meet the same stringent safety requirements. It had a claimed range of just 50 miles courtesy of 6 lead-acid batteries under the seat, although in reality, you wouldn't see anywhere near this number. Not that you want to do 50 miles in it anyway, nor would you want to get anywhere near its 50 miles per hour top speed. 4. Chrysler PT Cruiser, retro styling gone hideously wrong. Chrysler PT Cruiser. Retro styling can be great when done right. Just look at the Fiat 500, but the Chrysler PT Cruiser is a prime example of what happens when it goes horribly wrong. The PT Cruiser was a very awkward-looking thing, especially if you bought the drop-top model. Cutting the roof off also meant it was very much lacking in structural rigidity, making the already lackluster driving experience even worse. The interior wasn't up to much either, with acres of cheap, brittle plastic making it feel like you were sitting in the toy from a Happy Meal. 5. Austin Allegro, a failed attempt at innovation. Austin Allegro. Few cars in history missed the mark quite like the Austin Allegro. It was developed in a hurry to replace the ancient Austin 1100, and in a world where hatchbacks were becoming all the rage, it went down like a lead balloon. It looked dumpy, with bulbous lines and weird proportions. Austin tried their best to be innovative with varying degrees of success. The odd square steering wheel was the most notable example, although a few modern cars are starting to adopt this now. Maybe Austin was on to something after all.